What up, everybody? It's your boy Mo Crosby. It's your boy Lucas. We're back with another episode of Lucas and Moe Versus the World. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy this one.
Welcome back, knuckleheads. On today's show, me and Mo go into our second Christmas movie review with Home Alone. We talk about Roger Goodell and his $200 million deal with the NFL.
Bruh.
But first, we're going to hit y'all with a hard-hitting topic. Who's done it better? Tom Hanks versus Daniel Day-Lewis. So, Mo, throw this to you, my brother.
Oh, man. All right.
I'm looking at them two. Who have you say done it better so far?
I love Daniel Day-Lewis. I think he has been exceptional since, like in a lot of everything he's done. I think three of my all-time movies, in my all-time maybe 10 list have, are Daniel Day-Lewis movies. I mean, Gangs of New York is it's at the bottom of the list, but There Will Be Blood is one for me, and so
shit.
I mean,
that should be one for everybody, man.
Shit, and he's done it so well, but Tom Hanks has been really good, and Tom Hanks has been so good that even when Tom Hanks goes from like Da Vinci's Code to do like a biopic, it's like it's he has so much range. He has so much range. He did Forrest Gump. And he turned around and did, Cast Away, and he's everywhere. So this is really hard for me, but I love Daniel Day-Lewis, and I'm really partial to Daniel Day-Lewis. He also has 3 Oscars for Best Actor nominations, so Best Actor wins. So I would say Daniel Day-Lewis in this because it's I mean, I was watching Gangs in New York again, just how he put himself in that role. I think it's just something where, I mean, again, Tom Hanks just does really well. I mean, and I think he's only done one biopic, right? And he also won for that biopic, right? It was the Lincoln movie, right?
With Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yes, Abraham Lincoln movie, and he won for it.
Well, My Left Foot is kind of a biopic.
Oh yes. My Left Foot is kind of a biopic, but
what's his first Oscar?
What's his first Oscar win? I mean, and the last biopic that he did, Lincoln, won for it. So I mean, I again really partial to Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm gonna say Daniel Day-Lewis, and I'm sure Lucas is probably gonna cuss me out for this, but it's really hard to pick one over the other. It's where your heart lies in this one, and my heart lies again with Daniel Day-Lewis. So I'm saying Daniel Day-Lewis.
I would say it's not a real wrong answer here between these two.
Right.
Like, I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis, as I said, with My Left Foot, Last of the Mohicans, The Boxer, Lincoln.
Oh my God, The
There Will Be
Boxer.
Blood. Like, he's been great, consistently great. He's made some misses.
Yes, some.
As everyone does. That's fine. But I have to go with Tom Hanks.
I figured.
I have no choice in the matter, Mo.
Okay.
Between even going back to Splash, which was so dope.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Hanks gets credit for his transition.
Right.
And Daniel Day-Lewis has always been a character actor. That's what he does.
But he's very
good. Too deep into roles.
Yes.
And then that's what he does. But Tom Hanks, from being a comedic actor,
true,
to arguably the greatest actor in history. Like, that's, come on, Flash, Bachelor Party, like, come on. Dragnet, which most people did not like, I liked. It was fun for me. Even Joe versus the Volcano. Come on, man.
Look, see, the thing is,
and then when you get to the crux of when Tom Hanks changes and becomes the actor that everyone knows him as now.
Right.
You get to the League of Our Own, the Sleepless in Seattle's.
Oh my God.
Philadelphia.
Look.
Dude, he won back-to-back Oscars and could have won back-to-back because he did Philadelphia, Forrest Gump,
yes,
Apollo 13. That's crazy that he got those 3 and nailed all 3 of those roles back-to-back.
I mean, but
a couple years later, Saving Private Ryan,
yes,
The Green Mile, Castaway, which could be to me still the greatest performance I've ever seen of an actor, is in Castaway, because it's only Tom Hanks on the screen, and he had to make you believe he thought that fucking volleyball was a person.
Yes,
that shit is crazy that he was able to pull that off. Road to Perdition, Catch Me If You Can, dude. Yeah, it's Tom Hanks for me, and it's only Tom Hanks for me because the volume of work. Daniel Day-Lewis does not really do lots of films, and when he ventures out to do different types, he struggles a little bit.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Tom Hanks doesn't necessarily have that issue. He's shown an ability to do every type of role you could ask a person to do.
But I don't know.
So for me, it would be Tom Hanks.
I don't know.
That's not a knock against Daniel Day-Lewis, but it's Daniel Day-Lewis can get deeper into a role.
Oh my
God. Matter of fact, if you ask me which performance out of all their performances was the best, it could be There Will Be Blood.
Oh my God.
That performance was ridiculous.
Yes.
But it's up there with Castaway in a point that, like, literally, Castaway is so fucking great. It makes no sense. That movie shouldn't have been riveting or anything because it's only Tom Hanks. Yes. It had no business being that. And he manages to pull it off so well. That shit is crazy.
But again, like you said, there's no wrong answer in this, because again, like you said, in terms of character actors, I would say Daniel Day-Lewis is if you ask who are the best top 5 character actors, maybe top 3, there's no way anyone in this world, unless they don't know anything about movies, know anything about, the craft, should say Daniel Day-Lewis isn't maybe number 1. Maybe even, I'll give you a stretch to say number 2. Daniel Day-Lewis
I won't say he's number 1.
Who you got?
I'm saying what you saying, Meryl Streep.
Oh, you see, now this is I you know what? You're right. I
don't separate actors and actresses because to me,
yes.
In all honesty, there should be no separation in awards. Right. It should be best actor. Right. Like there's not a handicap that a woman does a role that a man get. Like, no, it's best actor.
Yes.
And Meryl Streep is the best actor we have living.
Yes.
And has had living years.
But if you want to separate, if you want to separate, for those out there that want to, Daniel Day-Lewis is, he's the cream of the crop. But like you said, Meryl Streep is also up there. But I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis to me has, whenever he goes into character, like in terms of, for me, Daniel Day-Lewis, he has these really, really physical roles that he plays. A lot of his roles are physical. He's always into all his roles, and it just, when you're watching a movie where someone is so into their role that they don't pull you out of it, it's so hard for you. Like, when I'm watching a Daniel Day-Lewis, I can almost watch it the whole way through just for his performance. You understand? Like, I wouldn't even go that far. I'll just say Gangs of New York when he's playing the butcher. I mean, come on. There will be, you could pull Gangs of New York and There Will Be Blood to be, they're almost the same character, but they're different on certain levels. But I don't know. Like you said, there's no wrong answer. It's just, for me, it's where my heart lies, and I feel
no wrong matter. It's just, that's true. It's basically what's your preference.
Yes,
that's what it is.
In terms of character actors and the more physical roles, I like Daniel Day-Lewis. Like, I think Daniel Day-Lewis is he, that's mine. And he's a knight. He's Sir Daniel Day-Lewis. Let's get it right.
I don't call Anthony Hopkins Sir Anthony Hopkins.
No,
fucking calling Daniel Day-Lewis Sir Daniel Lewis. No, Daniel Day-Lewis, man.
Anyways,
but again, we pick this category based strictly off of these two. We'll be battling out this year for Best Actor.
Again.
Right now, it looks like it's going to go to Tom Hanks.
Yes.
For The Post. Mm-hmm. If anything, Phantom Thread for Daniel Day-Lewis's last movie has not gotten the best reviews.
Right.
But it's not because of his performance. As they always say, man, goddamn it, if you don't believe that he's this fashion designer, that's what Daniel Day-Lewis does.
Right. So next topic, I guess we could go into the money rounds. Let's see. Roger Goodell, the NFL's commissioner, just signed a deal for a contract extension, I think through 2023, right? Was it 5 more years? Yes, through 2023. Again, I was surprised that he got an extension for 5 years to be let alone. But
really?
The reason I say I was surprised is because there's so much turmoil in the last 5 years of his tenure. There's been a lot of turmoil. If it's not the NFL thing, it's I'm sorry, not the NFL thing. Women, domestic violence. It's just been a lot of things going wrong, and so I was kind of surprised. But what threw me off even more was the number. When it was all said and done, when every $200 million, bruh, what do you think? When it's
one, let's just say this, okay, for everybody out there, because you hit a big number, and as some of the players say, this man don't put on a helmet. Why the hell is he worth $200 million? Well, when you are the commissioner, when you are the deal maker for a business that pulls in $13 billion a year, $200 million, that's like a little salary to me.
Right.
He's more than worth $200 million because of what he brings to the NFL. I know, again, as Mo brought up, you got a lot of the issues that's been happening, the domestic violence thing we went
CTE
through.
Also.
CTE, concussion things that we're going through. But this wasn't stuff that started with Roger Goodell. This was stuff that snowballed until we got to Roger Goodell. Because all the rest of the commissioners just did not care about this type of stuff. And it all got thrown in Roger's lap.
Right.
I think the biggest issue that people have is the transparency of the NFL is not what people believe it should be. But that's people who don't understand, like, when push comes to shove, these are 32 business owners who've come together to make one business.
Right.
So for a guy who got to go out there and say, I have to please 32 people, I have to do what's best for 32 people. Not just for what's best for one, not what's best for public perception, but for all 32 of those, Roger Goodell has done a great job.
Pretty good fucking job. And
players just going to hate him because he has too much power.
Yes. But is there such a thing? Now my question to you, Lucas, is there such a thing as too much power for Roger Goodell? Again, like you said, 32 business owners. You all have businesses. You put all you put everything under one guy. You say one guy should be the face of all your businesses, the face of the shield. Is there such a thing as too much power?
Can be from the player's perspective. From me, from a public perspective, no. Because the commissioner should have that much power.
Right.
In every sport. I should be judge, jury, and executioner. If you fuck up, I should be able to punish you for it.
Right.
I mean, when we hear all these stories about players that get mad and players that get punished, people got to always remember the players that complain that Roger Goodell has too much power are less than 2% of the players in the NFL.
Right.
And it's the players that always fucking up. Because if I'm not fucking up, I don't care how much power you have.
True.
It doesn't affect me. So if you out here beating women, you out here drunk driving, you out here doing all this other shit, I'm not going to care that you think this man has too much power to punish you.
Right.
Guess what? How about you not do what you were doing that led to him to punishing you?
True.
So for me, there's no such thing as a commissioner having too much power.
Right.
Like you can't go into your job and tell you, oh, he has too much power because he can get rid of
you.
or anything he chooses to.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
I think
that's fucking stupid.
It's also a thing, like you said, Roger Goodell, like, the turmoil that he's facing or the turmoil that's in his tenure or has been in his tenure the last 5 years. We're in the age of super information, being out there for everyone. Social media is out there for everyone. Things happen, like a video, like the thing with Ray Rice happened with the video got leaked. We're in the age of super information. Everyone is getting everything to them, to their handhelds, to your computers. No one is really missing anything. You have to go back to Roger, was it Tagliabue or whatever his name was?
Yep, Paul Tagliabue.
Paul Tagliabue. We weren't in the era of information at that time. So things happened in the NFL and it was a closed door session. Everything, the NFL contained everything. Even back then with CT, because concussion isn't a new thing. Concussion, CTE is not a new thing. It's just right now in the age of where if I go to the commissioner and he does nothing about it, I can go on I can make a video on Instagram and talk about it. We're in that age of where players remember there was a thing where teams were like players shouldn't tweet anymore, and you can't control that, but it was a thing where we like to keep our dirty laundry or our business inside. Now we can't really do that anymore, so things are coming out a lot quicker, a lot faster. We have to jump on this or jump on this, but I'll give Roger a star for being able to be in front of a lot, not necessarily being in front, but take charge of when stuff comes out. especially with CTE, when that dropped out of nowhere, he came out and he said, okay, we'll try what we have to do to protect the players. Next thing you know, laws are coming in. Don't hit too high. Hit, like things are changing. He has been taking charge of a lot of things. So I don't see where, again, the $200 million is a big number, but it's a thing where he has a contract, but then he gets bonuses, which is, again, every CEO, every major person in a company gets bonuses. And the bonuses total up to $200 million for that 5 years. I don't see why
he's so low for the business that he runs.
Yes.
Again, NFL generates $13 billion in revenue a year.
And he's only going to get
fucking kidding.
Yes, you're right.
He's getting $200 million in 5 years. That's fucking chump change compared to what he could get. You got certain CEOs right now who make $50 to $60 billion. I'm sorry. $50-60 million a year.
Right.
And you decide him for 5 years, possibly $200 million. He still has to reach certain things and levels to even get to the $200 million.
Right.
Come on, man. People who complain about Rodgers' deal are people who just don't like Roger Goodell.
Yeah, like I saw a tweet from Joe Thomas saying Tom Brady makes $20.5 million per year. Commissioner makes $40 per year. Again, it's $40 for 5 years with the bonuses. But his contract is $40 per year. So, and he goes on to say, does that mean that Roger Goodell is twice as valuable as the NFL? And is he twice as hard to be? Yeah, Tom Brady. Like,
yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He's 5 times more valuable than Tom Brady is. Brady can only bring money to the Patriots.
Period.
That's it. Point blank is like Brady does not bring remotely close. Per month, Brady does not bring in the money to the NFL. And Roger does. In fact, in a month, Roger probably brings more to the NFL than Brady does in a year. So yes, he's way more valuable than Tom Brady. That's a stupid comparison.
Wasn't it during Paul Tagliabue that NFL Europe got canceled? Or was that early Roger Goodell?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was Paul. Yeah, it was Paul. But look at what Roger has done. Every year now we get a couple games in England. We get a game in Mexico. We get, I mean, dude, like, the NFL is starting to become more global. Exactly.
Than anything else.
Like,
and yet you question if he's worth more than Tom Brady,
dude.
That's because Joe Thomas. This is why offensive linemen shouldn't be allowed to talk. Because you say something that's stupid, and then you'll get other stupid people like, "Yeah, you're right. He's not worth as much as Tom Brady." Are you crazy?
Right.
Literally, we just said this is the guy who negotiated TV deals that brings the NFL.
Bruh.
$13 billion a year.
Exactly. Can you imagine
one deal that Tom Brady has negotiated for the NFL that comes anywhere close to that?
Can you imagine?
What fucking Uggs? Are you crazy?
Can you imagine managing the NFL in this period of turmoil? Like,
exactly.
You know, the job he has
got
done.
32 billionaires to please. 32 billionaires to please.
Yo, yeah.
You know how difficult it is to please one billionaire?
Dog.
And you got to please 32 of them. And then you got a crazy one in Dallas who's trying to get rid of you.
I mean, he's also said something.
Only because you suspended his player who should have been suspended. Come on, man. Come on.
Exactly.
Get your shit together.
Exactly. Like, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Rodgers' deal, though. I am not mad at it. I love
his deal. Yeah. I'm surprised he signed for that low of amount. Maybe. I would have asked for 300.
I think it's a thing. Maybe he's trying to do this so he can, 5 years. Maybe, I think I don't know the full details of it, but I think there's something where maybe 3 years from now he can go back and renegotiate. And I think if that's in there, when he does renegotiate, we'll be coming back to do another Roger Goodell contract extension talk, because I think he's going to
because right now I think they extended him right at the CBA negotiations start in 2020.
Yes.
So by the time his deal is up, a new CBA will be signed, and that's what they want Roger there for.
Right.
Love him or hate him,
because
they know Roger negotiates the CBA
for the owners.
He gets what you want as the owners.
Yes. Like, he gets the owner's money. And I think after that, if the next CBA agreement is signed, if that's done and it benefits the owners so much, again, I think we could be looking at Roger renegotiating his contract or signing it. Yo, look, man, I ain't got no more to say. Roger Goodell. Go ahead.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else to say. Yeah. Fuck all y'all who don't understand why Roger Goodell is worth $200 million. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm crazy. I bought a business, the amount of money he brought a business, I would. Yes. At this point, you're right.
I wouldn't be looking again. I wouldn't be looking to future deals. I'd be looking at right now. If I brought the NFL, like you said, $13 billion a year since I've been in this thing, yo, y'all owe me more than $200 million. Like at least half a billion. Half a billion. We'll be talking from half a billion, and if you want to come down from half a billion, then we could talk. But that's where we're starting off at $500 million, because there's no way I bring you 13 and you can't give me. You know what? Look, I just like money too much, so I'm looking at this at 13. Look, because $13 billion again, it's a fraction. $500 million is a fraction of what I bring to you, so you can afford to give me that much. It's simple. It's simple. But yeah, I'm done. I'm done talking about Roger and his money, because if I catch him on the street, I'm gonna jump him. That's it.
Well, speaking of jumping people on the street,
jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle.
Let's get into our Christmas movie review here.
Hey.
So for this Christmas movie review this week, we are discussing Home Alone.
Yes.
Only movie that Macaulay Culkin made that matters. Now,
Yes.
hold on, I'm not going to say that. I had to think for a minute.
The only series of movies,
no,
because he
right.
made 3. He made 3 of them, and then he made The Good Child or something
made
like
2.
that.
He made
Was it
2.
2?
It's 2.
Oh yeah, he made 2. He made 2.
Home Alone and Home Alone Lost in New York, and The Good Son.
The Good Son. My bad. Yes.
And Richie Rich.
Yes. So
He didn't matter anymore.
yeah, and then after he grew up. Don't say he didn't matter. He grew up. He stopped being cute.
Same thing. Same thing. Didn't matter anymore.
Puberty hit.
Don't care how you put it. Yeah. That voice dropped, and they was like, nah, we good.
Yeah, we good. He started getting active.
Weird looking kid. You were a cute looking kid, but you were like a weird looking teenager.
Yo, he became
Like,
a really
nah,
weird teenager. And before we get into this, because on the last show we promised them that you were gonna give us your top 10. So before we get into this real quick, what is your top 10 Christmas movies? So Lucas's top 10 Christmas movies.
Thanks for putting me on the spot, Mo. No, remember, just took the shit off the top of my head, Mo. Oh, okay. I'm a freestyle this one because I really don't remember this off the top of my head. But I'm sorry from 1 to 10.
Okay.
Number 1 will always be A Christmas Story.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna shoot your eye out. Like, you gotta always start with that one. Number 2, I believe I had It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
If you don't understand why that would be number 2, it's because you hate Christmas. Number 3, I believe I had as Die Hard.
Yes.
Because Nakatomi Tower, terrorists, shootings, you can't beat that. Number 4, Home Alone. Number 5, we're about to get into the guessing part. Number 5, I'm gonna say Gremlins may have been my number. Yeah, I think so. Gremlins was number 5 for me.
Number 5, yeah.
Number 6, Lethal Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, Frosty the Snowman.
Okay, I gotta ask again.
Mo.
Remember when I asked you? I was like, "Is it the live action Frosty, or are we talking about the the animated Frosty?"
No, it is the cartoon animated one that they show every time before Christmas. That's the only Frosty that matters.
Because Batman was Frosty the Snowman.
I pay no attention to any live action Frosty. And you talking about Jack Frost with Michael Keaton.
Yes.
It's not Frosty the Snowman.
That is Frosty the Snowman, my dude.
No, damn it. Frosty the Snowman. I think that was number 7 I said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, A Charlie Brown Christmas, because
okay,
Charlie Brown, man, and Christmas. But fuck that girl and her little football, and she always teases Charlie Brown.
Yo,
I really hate her.
Dead ass.
So hate her. Number 9, Miracle on 34th Street.
Yes.
It's an awesome movie.
Uh-huh.
And number 10, which I know I switch this list up a lot, and I always fight over number 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Black Christmas. And I know it's a horror movie. And people always say, dude, that's a horror movie. But it's a horror movie, but I fucking love that. The original, man. Not the remake. The original.
Okay.
I love Black Christmas, the original. If people want to think it's a horror movie, I can always replace it with like Scrooge or Rudolph the Red-Nosed. I didn't really like Rudolph. The little anatomic, like the little animation of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer always creeped me out as a
It
kid.
is kind of creepy. It's real creepy.
So I'm stick with Black Christmas. Let's lose top 10 Christmas movies before we get into Home Alone.
I bet.
Which one was released in what, 1990?
Yes.
Am I getting the release date for Home Alone right?
I think you are. You can always look it up. You got the synopsis though?
I do have the synopsis, and it is 1990. Okay. When bratty 8-year-old Kevin McAllister acts out the night before a family trip to Paris, his mother makes him sleep in the attic. That's another issue we're going to have together with this movie. After the McAllisters mistakenly leave for the airport without Kevin, he awakens to an empty house. His wish to have no family has come true. His excitement sours when he realizes two con men plan to rob the McAllister residence, that he is alone and must protect the family house. So Mo, we've talked about my opinions of his mother wanting him murdered by those two men. But what do you think about Home Alone?
Look, man, it was okay. So okay, I'll say this: it was a cool Christmas movie. But the point of Home Alone being a Christmas movie is the whole family aspect of it is lost. You know how we talked about Die Hard on the last show, and we said, oh, you know, he goes back to reconcile with his family. It's so lost on this because your family forgets you. What kind of mother? Look, and you know what? I'll say this, and I'm not going to back up from it. You remember when I said the last show, I was like, white male, and you were like, we're not gonna. Only a white mother will forget a kid because there's no way.
This is clearly a. I'm not even going to say a white mother would forget her baby to the point where she would just leave. Like, dude, like, no, I'm not going to say that.
You do a
definitely a black mother wouldn't.
Exactly. A black mother would come up there and beat you out of bed. You better get up out of bed. You're not going to make me miss my flight. You're not going to make me miss my flight. You talking about Paris? Paris, nigga? You better get up. Like, nah, I'm telling you, no. What kind of mother? Because again, I grew up with my mother. So I don't know how they would leave me out of the house. Yeah, I could be sleep. And I know back when I was a kid, I used to sleep and like sleep. But like my mom would wake me up and make sure I wake up, even to go to church on Sunday mornings. There's no way. It's just a family trip and you forget the kid.
You didn't even attempt to wake him up.
That's what I'm saying.
You didn't even attempt to wake him up.
You do a, like, what was this, super shuttle that came to pick them up? You do a count off.
And they did the count. And I think she counted one kid twice. See, now that may be, again, I don't want to make this anything about race. That may be something that white parents may do a count. Black parents don't do no count. They need to see your face. Yes. Because I need to make sure you're presentable as we're outside in public. Because if you get in that shuttle and then she knows you ain't wash your face, she whoop your ass, cuss you out, and sit you back in that house. You better get that goddamn wall watch, come wash your face for you. Like, all of that happens with black parents, man. Like, so I don't understand it.
Look, it's in terms of it does have the aesthetics of Christmas, but again, Home Alone could happen outside of Christmas.
It could. So anytime you go on a family trip and leave a kid at home.
Exactly. Like, that could have been Family Vacation. You could have called that movie Family Vacation without Christmas, and you'd have had the exact same plot, exact same, everything would have happened the exact same way, and you would not miss a beat. Home Alone is not a
Christmas this is more of Christmas strictly as a backdrop.
Yes.
Than Die Hard is.
Yes.
The Die Hard, and he has to visit his family during the holidays. Other than that, it makes no sense for him to go there. Again, as Mo said, you can plan a family trip any damn time.
Exactly. You can plan exactly. So like the whole Paris and Christmas thing is lost on me, but you know, it's whatever. Look, let's get into the actual movie. But no, so they forget him in the house, and then now he has to, you know, he's enjoying, he's loving it, and then you know, his Christmas burglars are they robbing everybody in the house for
one. We speak on what 8-year-old would be left at home alone and would love it.
Let me see.
Not when they know their whole family is not there. I don't care how mad they are at their family.
Yes,
they ain't gonna be like, I miss my family. It'd be a panic.
I would have called my aunt. I would have called everybody. Can you get my mother? Matter of fact, maybe the first day you'd have like, okay, but after that first day, that first night, when you gotta sleep in the house alone, did you see the size of that house?
The first time you get hungry is over.
Because you know exactly, because especially in our house, whenever we're traveling for like a weekend, nobody cooks. You know, you cook only enough for like
there's no food in there.
Exactly.
Nothing.
So because you're not trying to get nothing go bad for when you come back, dog. Yes, you're right. I mean, where did he get money to go grocery shopping? Because you remember he did go grocery shopping.
Credit card, or There's store credit or some of that. It was something stupid.
It was
such a stupid reason.
It was a stupid reason for a lot of things, but it was a cute movie because again, it was. But then you go back to the main thing that happened in Home Alone when the robbers came in the house and he had to protect the house, and he built the fake family. You know, he had that movie. Dude,
Yeah.
First of all, that movie was it
filthy animal?
Yes, that when they were doing the whole shoot when they did that shooting scene. And he had the what was it? The
sound all the way turned up.
And then he had fireworks
off.
in the pan. I'm like, first of all, what robber? You're a real robber. You turned away. Nah, come on, man. Like, look, Home Alone is very questionable. But you know, as a kid watching it, it was fun.
It is questionable, but it embodies that Christmas spirit for people.
Yes, which again I don't understand.
I did my top 10 and I put it at number 4.
Yes.
I put it at number 4 because I know it embodies Christmas for a lot of people.
Yes,
and the fear of leaving a kid at home and the fear of the mom when she realizes that she does not have him on that damn plane.
Yes.
That's when Home Alone becomes a really good movie.
Yes,
it's based off of her performance really more than anyone else. Because she like, at this point, I'm getting back to my baby no matter what. I don't give a fuck about Paris. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I'm getting back to my baby. That's cool. Yeah. I just need you to find another way to forget him and not off of her head count.
No, but you're right.
That's it.
When she does realize, you know, and she starts freaking out, she's freaking out more, you know. So that part of the family having to get back, again, some of the kids, you know, the kids' performances were kind of forgettable. Let's be honest.
Yes.
It was so forgettable. The husband, maybe so, but her performance in terms of, you saw an embodiment of a mother forget her kid. Because again, it was how, like, she almost hated herself because it's like, how could I forget my kid? How do you, again, that's the biggest question of the movies. How do you forget a whole kid?
A whole ass kid.
Again, he's not a baby. He's a kid that walks and talks. So he makes noise.
I wouldn't know if you're present or not. That makes no sense.
Look, and for that reason,
that they lost him again in another movie. We're just gonna talk about them losing him in this one.
Look, yeah, Home Alone 2 to me was annoying. Like that, you know, they just repeated the whole thing again with Home Alone 2. It's like, oh, we're just gonna do it.
But it was in New York.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
And again, but it was also Christmas. Again, Home Alone. The whole premise of Home Alone, you can take Home Alone out of Christmas
and put it at any time period. Don't matter.
Because again, what was it? After
could have been Thanksgiving.
3? Yeah, was it 3 and everything after the first 2 Macaulay ones, right? Didn't they have it?
Oh, the other Home Alone.
The other ones. Most of them were outside of Christmas.
Try to forget the rest of the Home Alone movies.
Well, yeah, they're all forgettable after Macaulay does his thing.
Was Home Alone 3 outside of Christmas though?
Yeah, I think most of them were outside of Christmas. You
Home
sure?
Alone 3, I believe, was during Christmas, wasn't it? That's the one with the other annoying little kid.
I'm gonna look this up because I want to stick to this whole thing that we can't make Home Alone outside of Christmas because Home Alone 3 was it during Christmas? It could have been during Christmas. They had
snow.
It had snow.
It was clearly during winter.
Yeah, but it wasn't as Christmassy.
All the Home Alones are during Christmas because Home Alone 4 is also during Christmas.
Bruh, Scarlett Johansson was in Home Alone 3. Anyways, we're talking about Home Alone at this point. Like,
you said that would disgust.
We're talking. You know, let's just keep it.
Well, she's a relative, so you know it is what it is. But seriously, for Home Alone 1, I mean, it is a kind movie.
Yes,
it's a sweet movie.
It is.
It is a movie I can still watch.
It is a violent movie.
I don't have to watch it during. It is
extremely
for all
violent.
you fuckers who think that Lethal Weapon and Die Hard should not be Christmas movies because of their violence, and you accept the violence that happens. He lit a human being on fire in this movie.
Can you imagine your head going on fire? You're gonna be bald for the rest of your life. Are you kidding me?
Why didn't that burn him more than just his hair? It's the question. I don't want anybody out there to try it, but just imagine if someone shot a fireball at your head? You think all you're gonna do is be missing hair?
Dude,
No.
your forehead gonna be burnt like shit. Oh my god.
It's a violent ass movie.
Imagine if you were black
So
and they lit your head on fire. You know, all that grease you put in your hair, boy.
Oh man, blue magic would have lit that flame on you. You'd be dead. This is a no. Home Alone is violent. Home Alone is almost to the point where it's so violent it should not be accepted during the holidays.
It should not be a kid's movie for real.
But
can you imagine a paint bucket smack a heavy paint bucket? I'm pretty sure at the time there was lead in paint at that time.
Died. There's no way in the hell a paint bucket can hit your head from the trajectory that it did and it not kill you. Questionable because they should have died.
I can't breathe. Oh my god, I'm done.
Hey, this is an extremely violent Christmas movie.
It is. It's extremely violent.
I understand. I would prefer to watch this over Die Hard. It's okay.
I can see why.
Again, it's in my top 5. This is something you should also sit around with your family and watch it at Christmas. And all honesty, you can watch this movie at any point in time with your kids. Really? It does not even have to be Christmas because the backdrop of Christmas really doesn't matter that much until the mom gets to the point where she realizes he's gone. And you see the things she does to get back to her child.
That's what makes it a Christmas
movie.
movie.
That's the best part to this movie.
Yes, that's what gives it the spirit of Christmas because, you know, the whole thing, the argument of Die Hard is there's a spirit of Christmas from the beginning of this. This does not have the spirit of Christmas from the beginning of this at all.
It gets it at the end.
Yeah.
When all the family gets reunited together.
When they get back together and the family moment, that is what Christmas is about. So I guess they do it in a roundabout.
After he murders the 2 people that tried to break into his house.
He should have murdered them because there's oh my god, a paint bucket smacks you in your nuts and you still walking around, nah bro, like I'm gonna kill that kid. I don't think Joe Pesci...
I'd have shot that kid with him. I'd have shot him. We are not going back and forth with this. I'd have shot that kid in his face. His fucking face.
I don't think Joe Pesci and them really tried to really they must have they probably enjoy that shit because I would have killed him.
And to see Joe Pesci in this role was kind of dope at the time.
Yeah,
you know, he was known as the big mobster guy in all the movies.
Yes.
So him in this one. So I mean, at the end, it is a nice holiday film for you and the family to sit around and watch. There's no Die Hard. Yeah. You still get the message of Christmas at the end, I should say.
Yeah. So it does. Yeah, you're right. It does have the whole Christmas spirit at the end of it. But no. Thank you very much for listening and rocking with us on this episode. This was a good one. I thought it was really good. We had in the beginning of this, we had Daniel Day-Lewis versus Tom Hanks. Not necessarily a versus, but who do you prefer and who did it better? It was a very hard one for me, and for Lucas it seemed pretty easy. But again, as Lucas
go with Tom Hanks.
As Lucas said, there is no wrong answer in that one. It's, you know, again, for me, I said wherever your heart lies because they're both exceptional at what they do. You know, it's who you think did it better. And again, you know, I had my answer. Lucas had his. We talked a little sports. Roger Goodell, $200 million. Do you think he's worth $200 million? Do you think he's worth more? I'm pretty sure some of you will come down in the comments and say he's not worth that much. He shouldn't because he's not a player. He doesn't get hurt. Again, when you do what what he's done, when you look at the bigger picture and see what he's done in terms of the money he brings to the game, the popularity he's bringing back to the game. Again, think about the fact that after the whole CTE thing came out, there are people who still watch football and still want it to be violent. You have to look. It's a tough job, and I think for the money he brings to the game, $200 million is not anywhere close to it. What he's worth. From Christmas movie review, Home Alone. What did you think? Is it a Christmas movie? Is it a good Christmas movie? Is it violent? Is it as violent as Die Hard? I think it's more violent. But again, that's your preference. Is it better than Die Hard as a Christmas movie? I care what you think this time. So let me know down in the comment section below.
Oh, Moe cares.
Anyway, again, thank you for rocking with us. Let us know. Like the show. Share. Check out Lucas's channel. Check out the website RFCCC. Check out again. Lucas's channel is Draw for the Podcast. He does a couple other things on there that you guys should check out. I think it's really cool. Thank you for listening. Thank you for rocking with us. It's been your boy Mo Crosby. It's been your boy Lou from Lou and Moe Vs The World. Peace.